Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Arena Gauntlet League video. As you saw by the thumbnail, today is match number 22 of the league, match 2 of week 5. And we are wrapping up our Lorwyn pool for the league here. Now, we're not out of the woods just yet. We've got a decent record of 13-8, but that still means we've got to go 7-2 to finish out this finalist run if it's going to happen. With the deck that you see on your screen here now, this is only going to be a max of 4 more matches left, but this is what I'm running here at this point. It's kind of built to match up decently well against the opposing Elves decks that I expect to see this week, with a little bit more top end and life gain in Pummeler for hire. No main deck graveyard hate, but I do have a couple of those, what are those called? Those rooftop perchers to help against Elves out of the sideboard. We've got things like Midnight Tilling, Dundulin Weavers, Scarblade Scouts to load our graveyard for things like Bloodline Bidding to get them back with Weavers. There's just some decent, good rares here with champions. We've got easy ways to cheese out the game with Figure, as well as Bitterbloom Bearer and Bristlebane Battler. So it's going to be an interesting one. We are fighting kind of against the wall here to see if we can survive into week 6 at a very minimum. So let's check out the standings. As you can see here, we are sitting in 26th place with a record of 13-8 so far. That is good enough for 26, which is top almost 10% of this league. There's about 230 members. Over 100 of them have already been eliminated at the time of this recording. There are several players up there, 16-4, 16-6, 15 and 14 wins respectively. We're over here with the 13-win crowd and 8 losses. We need to go 7-2 to have a chance to top 8 or make a finalist in this league over the course of these last 9 games. And, you know, 7-2. You know how hard that might end up being. So here we go. We are heading into today's match against Seaver99, who has very similar record and ranking as us. 13-9, sitting in 29th place. And our Lorwyn pools are relatively even as far as our records, 6-5. Versus 6-6. I'm playing the straight black-green elves, and they're playing Sultai elves. We have found our first elves opponent of the week, and I would be willing to bet not our last. Now, when it comes to their AGL lifetime record, they're a bit under 50%. They're at 48, and I'm over there towards 56%. We have played 3 times over the course of our match history, and I've gone 2-1 so far against Seaver99. So we're going to see if I can extend that streak to 3-1 as opposed to evening it up 50-50. When it comes to badges, I've got 1 finalist badge and a top 16 badge in addition, and Seaver does not yet have a badge, but surviving well so far this league. We'll see if they can continue and get far enough to get their first badge here in this league. So I've said this to everyone so far recently, and I'll keep saying this afterward. Tough match today. Top 20, top 30 opponent. Lots of incredible rares and mythics, as every single one of these things do. These are starting to feel like constructed matches. I hate constructed, but here we are. We're seeing if we can try to get towards the finalist record that we need of that 20-10. So I will see you in game number 1. Okay, here we are. Opponent goes first. We're on the draw. We've got a pretty good hand here. I mean, got a Druid on 2, which could open up Battler and Bearer on 3 on turn 3 if the Druid does survive, which can go a long way. This combo has stolen games before, like entirely by itself. Okay, there could be a counterspell here, but I'm going to lead with Druid. And it looks like there was, but at least, no, okay. Well, thought there would have been. Midnight Tilling, yeah, that's fine. There goes Oko. I was going to say thank goodness. I forgot they can get back Oko with that stupid... I hate Oko, man. I'm tired of playing against this card. It is quite annoying. So let's play a Swamp. Play Battler. Flash in Bearer on their turn here. Oko's going to flip. They're going to make 2 3/3s, but at the very least, the Bitterbloom Bearer can take it down, I think. Well, maybe not, because it's still going to have two loyalty left, so it'll get to do its thing again next turn. Yep. Okay. Pitiless Fists. Didn't quite mean to drop that land, but I think it'll be okay. We have 5 mana. I could do Diviner and Midnight Tilling. They do have a couple elves they can get back, including Dawnhand Dissident. With that Morkant's Loyalist here. I could enchant this thing, but then it doesn't survive. Like, if I wanted to kill Oko this turn, the only way I can really do that is Pitiless Fists, Battler onto here, but then they just block with a 3/3, but it does have Trample, so they'd have to block with 2 3/3s, but it's only a 5/5. Can't do both of these things. I don't think there's a way to get Oko down this turn, so I have to just rely on my flyers for next turn and play Twilight Diviner and Midnight Tilling on their turn, I guess. Surveil 2 Champions and another Midnight. Well, the issue is this Midnight Tilling is just going to pick up this Champions, I think. The only elf I can behold is the current Twilight Diviner. But I can't bend Champions of the Perfect, can I? Because then I can't get it back as things currently stand. So let's keep it on top, I guess. And then I think I'm just using Tilling, getting back Champions here. And next turn I can try to decide what I'm going to do. Currently, still can't take down Oko. Because I only have 2 flyers here. They're going to attack with a 4/4. Is it worth double blocking? I don't think it is. So no blocks. Yeah, just more elf cards, why not? Question is now, do I need to remove something like the Safe Right Cavalry? Or can I just get away with playing a 6/6 here? That does get rid of my 3/3. Are there better options? I mean, getting rid of this Loyalist is nice, but they're just going to get back a Dawnhand Dissident. It does hold back most of their board. I guess they can still attack with a 5/5, but I could just chump with a 1/1 each time on at least that creature. So let's go to combat, knock down Oko a little bit, play Champions, behold the Diviner here, and then pass the turn, and let's see what's up now. Oko has been so annoying against this. I've had to play against Oko so many times with this Lorwyn pool. Oh, wonderful. Okay, I guess we're just chumping everything pretty much. That went great. Tristan's Command, what a card as well, right? And if I pressure that, I just take all the damage from all these creatures. So that probably can't work either. Nothing, none of this removes any of that. Yeah, that might just do it here. Oh, and they were able to get it back because of Morkant's Loyalist. How nutty. Alright. We're done against that elf deck. How many Loyalists does this pool have? 2. Most of the decks I played against on the Lorwyn half of this thing have at least 2 or 3 different Morkant's Loyalists. I don't have a single one, but who cares about that? Is there anything we can do against any of that? I mean, we've got these rooftop perchers. Is it just too late at that point? Do these even matter? They do have flying, I guess. Can bring maybe one of them in. Usually the Tilling is one of the cards I would cut in that case. Sometimes by the time these come down, they just don't matter or really get what is needed out of the graveyard necessarily. So, sure, I guess we can... That's a lot of 5-drops though. Let's bring one in. Take out the Luminolisk. I don't think that's what this game is going to be about. Okay, here we go against elves. At least our first match this week wasn't against elves. I think the rest of them will be, though. Alright. On the play... Oh, it's so slow, but... Sure, I mean, I can't really mulligan this. As long as there's no turn 3 Oko. Then I need to pressure. Well, it's a lot of stuff, that's for sure. What am I playing next turn? I don't even have the mana for the Bitterbloom Bearer, so I think that's out of the question. I can get the Forest, and then once I play more creatures, these Weavers can start looping themselves, but that just might be too much small ball against whatever they'll be doing here. I don't have a great blocker yet for this 3/1, so I think I just have to get the Forest here. At least now I have a plan for 4 and 5, but I have to take 6 points of damage in the meantime. I think this is a pretty easy safe right here. Bloodline bidding to the yard. Here comes Oko. Yeah. Sometimes they just have it all. I think the last time we played against Oko as well, we had it on turn 3 both games and lost both games. So if they're going to do that, then that's just going to happen. It's a bit unfortunate. It feels really annoying to lose those kind of games where it's just like, well, you had a Mythic Rare Bomb that I didn't have an answer to, so GG. So that'll probably do it for this one, and we're going to head to 13 and 9 here. So we got to go 7 and 1 from here on out. Don't like our chances. I mean, if I use Pitiless Fists, I knock down this one. I'm able to attack with a power of 5. They can still double block. I can't kill both creatures. Could could just play the Pummeler for hire, but I don't know what that really does. If I don't get Oko down, Oko is just such a... It comes down, it makes 2 3/3s? Like, and then 2 turns later it's going to do the same thing, and then you can never attack it again. It's like, how do you beat that card unless they get it? They don't draw it on turn 3 both games, I guess. That would be part of the deal. Yep, next turn they'll flip it, be able to make 2 more 3/3s and keep it around. That's kind of like even the worst part. They get 4 3/3s out of the deal and it doesn't even leave the battlefield. It's like, what are we doing here? In what world is this okay? I don't know. Is there anything I could do about this? I can get back Abigail with Dundulin Weaver. That, in theory, would work. What are the instants that can mess this up here? Run away together is it. With their current mana situation, there's Disruptor of Currents as well, but they don't have the mana for that. Even though it has Convoke, they don't have 2 blue. So, in theory, as long as it's not Run Away Together, I guess, or Spell Snare, this should work. Okay, somehow Oko got taken down. I did not see that one coming, but here we are. We have Selfless Safe Right still activating up. They had a Lewin... No, it wasn't the Lewin activation. I don't know what they had. Oh, a Marilyn. That's nice. That blocks our Pummeler. They got Noggle Robber and Safe Flight Cavalry. They can do that. One of those, is that right? Yeah, this is nice. They're taking all of our best cards here. Sure. Take a Champions of the Perfect, why not? I guess I have to Bogslither's Embrace the Champions here. So let's start by doing this. Taking down Marilyn and trying to win in the air, I guess. And then if I Bogslither's Embraced, can I still hold up Safe Right here and attack? So if I do that on Champions, I then have 5 things. So I wouldn't be able to attack if I did that. But I need to hold up Safe Right to protect my creature, because if this dies, then the game is over. I know it's my own, but I gotta get rid of it. And then we don't attack, so we can hold up Safe Right here. Okay, must be blocked if able. And whenever it attacks, it pumps things. Okay. That's pretty good. What can I get with it? The other Weaver, I guess? Weaver getting... Maybe just another flyer? Do I really even need... So 5... I can't cast Weaver into Rooftop Percher and hold up Safe Right at all times, because that would take all of my mana, and I still wouldn't even have the creatures untapped for it. So if I got Weaver, I could get like Bitterbloom Bearer. 6, 7, and then 8. That doesn't exactly close anything out. That does make another threat that they like have to deal with, though, at some point. Even if they kill this, that gives me more flyers. Let's get another flyer here. And by flyer, I mean this flyer. I've got enough life that the bearer can work its magic. I don't know how I... Oh, yeah, there you go. That's a ability that I didn't know you could even use. Sure. Okay, that's fine, though. Still have our main game plan going here. Yep, totally forgot that was a thing. So they've got main deck graveyard hate here. That's good to notice. Getting back Marilyn again. Could have gotten my Rooftop Percher, but they would have exiled that too, so it didn't really matter what I did. As long as this is my game plan. If this goes away, then we are toast. What do you get now? Anti-sentence, that'll get it out of the hand. Yeah. That does work. No! Okay. I thought they were going for the hand. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Maybe Marilyn can save them. Their own champions of the perfect. My figure of destiny. They've hit all our best cards. Do I want to play against Oko again? Looks like I don't have a choice. I have to use it here, I think. I mean... They did get it out of the hand here. So this is a what? Giant mercenary? Okay. There's a land. They've got one more turn. They have to chump with Maryland here. And then they've got another turn to find... One turn to find removal. And if they do, I think they win. And if they don't, then... They could find a flyer or a reach creature or something. Ah, or they could just recast Maryland. How about that? I'm at 21 cards. That's not nothing. I mean, I'm not... I could get decked by Maryland here. I don't have a lot of removal in my deck. There's a Gloom Ripper. That'll do it. Yeah, they hit pretty much every single one of our best cards off the top with that stupid Maryland. What a frustrating game. $13 to lifelinker. How did that get so high? I don't even know. Don't think I've got a way out of this. They're going up to 18 life now. I've got basically nothing. All right, that will do it. We're at 44, but we got nothing here. All right, turn 3 Oko both games. Had to fight through it. They found the removal on that last one. And we're fighting with our back against the wall here. Okay, another miserable Lorwyn match out of the way. Who cares about Oko? Hope to never see him again in my life. And we fall to 13-9. We fall to where Seaver was there in 29th place with that 13-9 record. We need a 7-1 to finish it here. Bevelman is over there making his run at a finalist. Nice and early, 18-6 now. Dark Dragon still 16 wins and 14. I'm playing these very early so far in this league. But yeah, these last couple of Lorwyn matches, they're going to be a slog. I've despised this Lorwyn half of the league past week 1 here. It's been like playing Lorwyn set constructed, which is, as I mentioned, constructed is horrible. I don't know why anyone would want to play that. But here we are. It's what we've got, and it's what we're dealing with, and we're trying to do the best we can. So we get a little help from comeback packs. Or do we? The answer to this one is no. There's not a single card in this pack that would make my Lorwyn deck. There's only 3 cards that touch black or green, and they are all commons and all bad. There's a Stoic Grove Guide, but I'm considering even cutting the other one I've got. What if this could go into my Shadowmoor deck? I guess Champions of the Shoal probably could. Shine Striker might be able to. Maybe Wanderbrine Trapper, but this is just a pretty bad pack for both of the decks we got going, which is not great. So can the other pack save us? No. The only card in here that would make my Lorwyn deck is the Bog Slither's Embrace. Nothing else would. So out of 28 cards, or 26 cards here, 1 card would make this Lorwyn deck. Now, what of this could go into our Shadowmoor deck? Well, I don't know if I'd put anything. I've already got 2 Slumbering Walkers in that deck. I don't even know if it would want 3. Noggle the Mind, I don't need more interaction. Deep Channel Duelist, it only runs 4 Merfolk right now. Shore Lurker, I'm debating cutting the other one I'm running. I don't think any of this would go into my other deck. So, I assigned this second one to Lorwyn and included the Bog Slither's Embrace in the build, and then I assigned the first pack over to Shadowmoor, and we'll rebuild with that if we get the chance to. But this is usually when I cut over to the deck build to show you the cuts that I'm going to make. All I brought in was a Bog Slither's Embrace and moved the Luminolisk to the sideboard. That's literally all I did, so you don't really need to see me do that necessarily, so that means this is where I'll end this video for today. Got to go on a run here. Let's see if we can do it. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time here at Daily Draft.